Good morning and welcome to our Healthy Community live stream. I hope that we have I already see some people are tuning in. I am in my workout gear because I am getting pumped up for this day of giving. We're already off to a really smashing good start. I'm going to try to pull up our campaign thermometer. So for those of you who don't know, we did have a very special kickoff event yesterday with some of our close friends, and we were all at the Fork restaurant at Frosty Valley in Danville. So we were able to come together and kind of get things started, and we're super excited to share. I hope this is coming through. Let me just put this through here. Yeah, so this is where we're at so far. So we're coming in hot, coming in strong. Already have $3,292. Our goal for today is $12,500. And we're here today to talk about healthy community. Our healthy community is something that's very near and dear to the hearts of us here at United Way and our funded partners. You're going to be hearing from a few of them a little bit later today. We're actually going to get some workout in to get us pumped and ready to go. I have my jump rope, I have my towel, I have my water. I hope you're all ready to go to just get some moving and grooving, and we will be with N4Cs here in just a moment. And then I'm also excited to say that there's already a donation link in your chat. So when you are ready, please go ahead and start donating, because that's what we're here to do. Yay, Adrian! You guys were on the radio. Well done. Thank you so much. Our CEO and our community director of community impact were with Tom Morgan this morning to get everybody geared up for this. So we are super excited about all that we have happening today. So I do want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Wise Markets. They are the ones sponsoring this live stream, and they are the ones who are matching your dollars today. So we have a matching gift happening up to $8,000, folks. That's the first goal. Let's hit that $8,000 mark. We're already over 3,000. I think we can do it, but dollar for dollar, now is the time to give. So double your impact, because for every dollar you give, Wise is matching that dollar. So thank you so much to Wise. They did want to share this. They couldn't join us this morning, but they did want to share that as Wise Markets, as representatives, they say we live and work in the communities we serve, and we believe in giving back, especially during this time of year when charitable demand significantly increases. And Susquehanna Valley's United Day of Giving is the perfect time to help rally people within the community to help give by supporting more than because we support 156 nonprofits. So they're saying now is the time to give, and they're proud to have such a great relationship, and we are too. They are such a huge supporter of ours and of the community. We really couldn't ask for better partners. They actually just, and you'll hear about this at one of our later segments, but donated 2 pallets of diapers and wipes for us to donate to our 5-county region. So they're partnering with us in so many different ways. So big thanks to Wise Markets today and all of their support. So I'm really excited to turn things over into our N4Cs. I think our class is ready to go. So I'm going to bring them on in for us. Let me just get this out of here. Lots of things happening. Okay, N4Cs. I believe that we are joining Tylee and Deanne. Hey guys, I think here you are. I'm gonna unmute you. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm all ready to go. I'm ready to do my workout with you guys.
Awesome. We are ready to go also. I'm Tylee Fozzie. I'm the director here at the N4Cs. Our mission statement is we're dedicated to developing everyone's potential and enhancing the lives of people in Benton and surrounding counties. That's something we want everyone to know. We're not just Benton. We're other rural counties around here. We have a wide hub here. We have a food bank. We have a senior center. We have a workout room. We have a weight room. We have a We have a place to come and be safe. So with that being said, I am going to introduce you to Deanne. She is our Zumba instructor for the day, and she is going to empower you by getting you moving this morning. Woo.
So, just do what you can, do your best. I am Deanne. A board certified group fitness instructor, so I teach more than just Zumba, but today we're going to just dance. So if you can't get off your chair, if you're unable, you can do all kinds of arm movements. It is good. Any level, any area that you are in your life, you can do this. So we are going to have some fun. Are you ready? Got all my crew here.
I think we lost them. Oh no, I was just getting my groove on. Hopefully they will join us. They'll come straight back in. So until then, whoo, I'm so glad that I was working out with everyone. That was really fun. When they come back in, I'll be sure to bring them in. Bless them. I think their connection might have been a little spotty, but that's okay because you know what? This is live, and you know it's always an adventure. And tech, no matter how many times you practice, always has a mind of its own. I was definitely if anyone's watched Encanto, Bruno, I was definitely like knock, 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 knock on everything all through the week because I was praying that the tech gods would be in our favor, but all good. So in the meantime, I am going to let you guys know that we will be hearing from Sarah Dobeck Troutman. She is she was our United in Behavioral Health Director and has since moved on to Geisinger and is now their Community Engagement Director. And they're ready to join. I'm back. I'm going. There they are. They're coming in. Ooh, fancy steps. I'm in my chair. I'm doing the best I can. That's it. Just moving, getting that heart rate up. That's what we need to do.
It's all good, everybody.
So I'm working those triceps. I haven't worked those out in a while. Although I do have a young child, so yay! You guys, we lost you there for a minute, but we're still going. Ooh, claps. Ooh. Yes, please. I know it's a little too early, but this makes me want a margarita. Ooh, bowl. Yeah. Bunny hops. I think we need to do this like on lunch breaks too, because this is a great way to like get your energy and your mental health up, get you in a good space. Yes. Hi, Tylee. Thank you. We are grooving. I'm going to show them. Thanks, Tylee. There's Tylee's comment. Woo! Yes, Adrian. I think we need to do this. We need to stream into the N4Cs for a lunch session. Zumba. Woo! Thank you, guys. I think the Zumba class is going to keep going. But we will thank you, everyone, for joining us and for being there. Woo! This was so fun. N4Cs, thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead. They're going to keep going because this is their class and we just peeked in on 10 minutes of it. So we'll make sure to thank them. Thank you guys so much. And we enjoyed this thoroughly. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon. All right. I might have them come back in when they're finished if the class finishes soon, because I think we did want to have a few questions with them, but we'll just see because if they just keep going, which is awesome, I will make sure. Thanks to Tylee. She was saying that we could come over for lunch and do the Zumba class with them over there at the N4Cs. So thanks again to the N4Cs. We really appreciate them getting us worked out and excited and pumped up for the day, pumped up for our day of giving. Once again, this is our 8:30 a.m. live stream. We are here today to talk about healthy community. Our next guest, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be Sarah. So I think I saw her in our chat. So I'm just going to bring her in. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Danielle?
Good. Thank you for joining us again in a different capacity this time. Do you want to tell folks about your new role at Geisinger and what that's all about and what you're doing in the community?
Absolutely. So thanks for having me. Love my United Way crew. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Dobeck. I am currently acting as the Community Engagement Manager for Geisinger Behavioral Health. So this is a new role for Geisinger. They are really looking to branch out into the community, have those community engagements, those education pieces, all of that stuff for behavioral health that we know is so important. And I want to also thank the United Way because they have been a great partner for me in this new role, allowing me to come in and share some of the information, share some workshops with their funded partners, and also something that we're going to be talking about quite a bit more, Danielle, is that 988 campaign that you guys have really helped us here at Geisinger spread in the community. So yes, loving all of the community collaboration that we're really focused on.
Well, we love that you're in this new role. Olivia is joining us, as you know, one of our old, our old crew, and we're just here to shout out your new role. And do you want me to go ahead and play that video now, the 988 video, so we can get that pulled up and ready to go?
Yeah, I think that would be a great way to kick off the conversation about 988.
Love it. Well, that I just think is something that just people need to know is out there as a resource and as a point for so many different things. Do you want to share like all and why you're doing this awareness campaign?
Absolutely. So, as I talked about, again, Geisinger is really focusing on getting some information, getting some resources out into the community. We know that there's so much need, and we're doing everything we can, and everybody is our community partners, and so many different organizations out there working towards behavioral health. But we all can make a huge difference in behavioral health. It's something we'll all experience at some point. So, we're working towards empowering every single person in our community to know some resources and be able to help not only yourself but others as well. And 988 is a great way to do that. So just to give a little background on 988, this came around probably a few years ago, and we're really working to make sure everyone is aware of this important resource. It was previously known as the Suicide Prevention Hotline. So that is now that 1-800 number that was super hard to remember, and a little difficult for people to use because it was hard to remember, especially when you needed it. They've now converted all of that to 988. So it's very easy to use, and it's a lot more all-encompassing. So just to kind of review what that video showed is you can use the 988 hotline for things like substance use, for things like social isolation and loneliness, for things like suicidal ideation if you're experiencing that, things like anxiety, things like depression. If you need someone to speak to, we really want to let everyone know that this is a resource that's available. It's available 24/7, so you can use it anytime. And there are specialties, like there are the veteran individuals who are trained. So there's a special, when you dial 988, you'll be prompted if you're a veteran or if you have some different things going on, if you have a disability that you need some extra support with. Those are all available through 988. Additionally, I want to make sure everybody knows you can also text 988. And for our younger folks, they definitely have utilized the text version quite a bit more. I think that's just that, age level and what you feel more comfortable with. So you can call, but you can also text. So a lot of teenagers that I work with have text like maybe they wake up in the middle of the night after a nightmare and are having some panic attacks or some real intense anxiety. There's trained individuals. And I also want to share that these individuals are local individuals. So when you use 988, they contract with local organizations who are specially trained to handle these texts or these phone calls. So we have 12 of these organizations throughout our state, and we try to get you to the most local one for you. But you are typically almost always going to be talking to someone in state here. The only time you would go to the national center is if no one is available in our state, and that's really, really rare. So yeah.
I love that it's local, and I love that people are getting connected into the local, chapters. So it's not just it's a point of entry. It feels like more so than just I'm going to call and then hang up and be left alone again, which I just love that. I feel like we need those connection points, and we need those, opportunities to engage youth at that level. Is this primarily geared towards youth, or really can anyone use this line?
It is for anyone. So it is literally for anyone of any age, from 0 to 105. It really encompasses anyone. Like I said, they do have individuals specifically trained more for youth, more for veterans, for different categories of individuals who might need a little bit more specialty support, but it is for everyone. One of the other things too that I think would be really good to know is parents are able to use this. Like if they're looking for resources, if they're having, even if it's an adult child or a youth, whoever, parents, friends, family, if you have someone with you who's struggling, or even if they're not with you, but you're looking for resources, you're looking for support, these individuals, because they are within our state, they have those resources identified within each one of our counties. So they can help okay, here's where you should go within your county. Here's what resources you can use. Here's a support group. They can really not only talk you through what you're experiencing and just provide some support, they can also help with resources too.
I just love that. And we're all about that. I know that from your time working with United Way that we're all about connecting people to the different resources and the people who really know and do this work at such a above board level, and connecting people to valuable resources that bring solution, that bring support, is really, I love that about this. And again, why we're so excited to be partnering with you guys on sharing this and getting this out into our community.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to share about this special awareness?
Yeah, so I did want to give a huge shout out just to our community in general. We have shared this out with every school district within our 5-county region, and they were amazing in getting those out to their social media pages, their websites, so that parents and students alike had that resource. So great job to our school districts who are really, really, working with all of our community organizations. Again, a lot of your funded partners. I want to give a few special shout outs. The DAC has been amazing with sharing 988. I know there's a couple others that I'm missing. You guys have been amazing with sharing out 988. So there is a ton of community impact from this, and we're all kind of rallying around this, and it's wonderful to see. And that's the goal, right, of the United Way. That's the goal of my position here with Geisinger, is really getting that community engagement fully, taking something that we could do in individual areas in a small way, but when we get everybody on board, that's when we make that major impact for our region. So just a huge shout out to our community for getting on board with this.
Oh, that's incredible. We love hearing that. And I'm going to actually go ahead and bring the card in that just kind of has more information. And again, gives you the link of where to go, the 988lifeline.org, or text, if you prefer that, to 988. So we want to thank everyone so much for again, all their support, as Sarah said, that, this really, it really does take a village. And, I think one of the things about healthy community is that it does happen in community. Our mental health, recovery, there's just so many aspects to it that involve community. So when we all come together, we can really make a positive impact. And I love that, there is hope. So, and that you matter, so that just know that no matter what, you matter. And if you are in crisis, please remember 988 and just know that you're not alone.
Well said, Danielle.
Oh, well, Sarah, it was so awesome hanging out with you again. I feel like our paths just keep crossing in such these like beautiful ways. And we said, even when, we were finding out like things were shifting, that, that we knew our paths would cross again. And it's just been awesome to see how that unfolds. And so just thanks again for all of your incredible work and all that you're doing in our community. We honestly can't thank you enough. And just keep doing the incredible work that you do. I mean, this is really, like, as you said, I've heard you say this, but I don't want to take words out of your mouth, but you do feel like this is your calling. Can you share a little bit about that and why this means so much to you?
Absolutely. So, I I'm a person in recovery from mental health myself. So it is really personal for me. I've worked in this field for so long. I've seen the impact on individuals, on families, on our community. And I know that recovery is possible, whether it's from mental health, whether it's from substance use, no matter what you're struggling with. It kind of goes to that theme of there is hope. Recovery is possible. And I think I also want to make sure we all know we have power to do something, no matter what our, vocation is, no matter what our role is, we can help someone. And if everybody helped one person, imagine that. It would be just amazing. And we're really moving towards that. So yes, just that we can recover, and there is hope. I love that message.
Oh, well, Sarah, thank you for being just sharing your story and letting us just, it's just so, I love how healed people heal other people. Like there's just the ripple effect. And, we've talked about this, about like, how water and flow is just like a good, very much reminds me of this work. You have to flow. And
You have to
so,
flow with it. Yep.
well, thank you again. We're going to sign off, and I just want to remind people again that it is 988, and we'll be putting that, of course, those resources on our website. And as I said, the card, will bring that back one more time. The chat, you can text or you can chat. There is that QR code. So if you have a moment, you may want to scan that, but we'll be sure to be sharing this out across our social media as well. There are already some posts. So if you scroll a little bit deeper into our feed, you will definitely see it there, but we'll be sharing a lot of this out too, as like our wrap up to this healthy community live stream. So thanks again, Sarah. Excellent seeing you. And thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, everyone, we're just going to keep moving. I just want to remind everyone that today is our day of giving. And if you support these causes, mental health, and the work that we're doing in these areas, along with recovery, who you'll be hearing from our United in Recovery team a little bit later, please take a moment to give. I do want to mention that we did see our partner N4Cs. You're able to designate to those funded partners. So if you're passionate about one of your local nonprofits, you can donate here, be a part of the Day of Giving, unite and ignite our community, be the spark of change, and still designate to these wonderful organizations. We love our funded partners and the work that they do. And this is one of the reasons why we do this, this Day of Giving, is to raise awareness about the incredible work that us and so many of our partners are doing. So once again, we're here. We're excited to be sharing today with you. And I did want to pop on over to our campaign thermometer and see if we've had any fun updates. that would mean that it would be open, and it might not be. So we'll come back to that later. So in the meantime, we're actually gonna hear from those funded partners. As we said, we do have 56 funded partners. We support them in the areas of health, education, and financial security. So those are the areas that United Way really focuses on. And the first funded partner we're going to hear from is Central Susquehanna Sight Services. So we have a fun little video that we put together for them. So just give me a moment and I will put that on. And in the meantime, I'm going to remind folks that we do have our matching gift. So please be sure to don't double your dollars today. And as you donate, WISE will be matching dollar for dollar every donation that is made today up to $8,000. So that is a huge amount, and it's a record-breaking amount, actually. It's the first time ever that we've had that much in matching gifts. So we're really proud of that. We're really proud that we're partnering with so many wonderful organizations this year to really bring you some incredible things. So here we go. I'm going to bring up the CSS video, and you're going to learn about Central Susquehanna Sight Services and the incredible work that they do.
And I'm the President CEO of Central Susquehanna Sight Services. Our mission is to provide prevention of blindness services through vision screenings and educational programming for preschool children as well as adults. We also provide support services for folks who are blind or visually impaired in an effort to keep them as independent as possible in their own homes for as long as possible. We've worked with the United Way for many, many years, and we appreciate that partnership. With the funding from the Susquehanna Valley United Way, we are able to provide transportation for our group meetings that we have on a monthly basis. We don't always do them in person. We do offer them via Zoom. And it enables us to have our caseworkers go to the client's home and provide that needed service one-on-one with that client. Once a client has been referred to our agency, they've been declared legally blind, and one of our caseworkers will go to the home. They don't need to come to us. We're going to go to them, and we'll do an intake interview. We'll review all of the services that are available and create a service plan for that client that's unique for that client. Those things could include reading their mail, sorting their mail, helping them to get their checks ready and get their bills paid, form completion. We do a lot of grocery shopping, so we can assist with getting the grocery list ready. And then if the client wishes to go, we'll take them to the grocery store. You don't just drop them off at the door and tell them we'll come back and pick you up. We're going to actually go into the store with them and assist them with all of their shopping. And when we get them home, we'll help to carry everything back into the house and help them to get things put away if that's what their needs are. We also do, in addition to that transportation, we do a lot of medical transportation. So we will assist clients to get them to the doctor's offices, and that's a door-to-door service. We also have monthly group meetings, one of which we have going on today. We'll try and come up with topics that are of interest to our clients. So today we have two representatives from Blindness and Visual Services here to talk about safe cane travel and travel techniques. We provide all of that transportation. We also offer all of these meetings via Zoom so that we can have that virtual component. On our prevention side of things, working with the preschoolers is amazing. It allows us to go into those preschools and daycares to conduct that valuable, much needed vision screening for the children. Many times they don't know that they have a vision problem. To them, blurry vision is normal. So for us to be able to identify a child that has a problem and they are able to get that care that they need, they get their glasses, and it's a whole new world to them.
Yay! And I want to do a special shout out to my cohort, Danielle Wondolowski, who really helped me put together that little video that you saw of Shelly and her amazing team. We got to spend the morning with them and meet their clients, and it was just such a wonderful day, and we just had such a fun time. And those corn husk brooms are made by the visually impaired. Shelly actually just donated one for our VIP launch party last night that we gave away as a door prize, and like people were like oogling it. And Shelly's like, we love giving away these brooms, but she was just sharing how they're so well made that they last so long. So she's like, we don't get a lot of repeat customers, which I think is a good thing in this day and age, because Lord knows my like stove that I buy thousands of dollars worth is like breaking 3 years later. Anyway, anyone else have those problems? Just me. Anyway, I would like to share that we are going to be bringing our next guest from the Mount Carmel Area Community Center. Jake will be joining us. Jake, I'm so excited to bring you in. I think you're on. Hi, Jake.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Danielle, and everybody.
Yes, so you're here with the Mount Carmel Area Community Center. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your role?
Okay, hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Jake Bess. I'm Secretary of the Mount Carmel Area Community Center Board of Directors. It was back in June 2019 that a core group of community-minded people first got together and started talking about identifying a vision for a community center to meet the social, educational, cultural needs of communities in the Mount Carmel area. Since then, we've established a strong organizational structure in our new 501c3, and we have appointed an active and committed board of directors, and we have been making significant progress toward turning our dream into reality. To define that dream, it includes establishing a center, a community center, to sponsor and host programs that benefit people of all ages, including a youth after-school program, space for community meetings and celebrations, visual arts and performing arts programs, senior citizen nutrition and wellness programs, and intergenerational programs for seniors and teens in which they can hopefully learn from one another, programs to strengthen families, and space for the local historical center, which is active and functioning but does not have its own location, to better showcase the Mount Carmel area's proud history and legacy. The community center project in Mount Carmel still has a long way to go, but we are proud of what we have accomplished so far. The biggest decision was the easiest of all, acquiring a space. And we ended up purchasing a beautiful landmark as the future site of the community center. The building at 50 West Avenue first served as home to the Phillips family, and in the 1920s became the headquarters of the American Legion Post in Mount Carmel. The building is an architectural gem, one of the dwindling few left in the Mount Carmel area. So converting a large building into a center that will meet the many needs of the broad community was bound to cost a lot of money. And we learned to our shock that the final price tag will run to $4 or $5 million. Consultations with our architect affirmed that the best way is to move the work. The best way to move the work along is to plan and implement it in phases. The board decided to complete renovations in the hall or auditorium wing as the first phase and defer remodeling of the main part of the building, which is known as the Phillips Mansion, to a later time we had additional funds available. It's through a generous grant provided by the Degenstein Foundation that we were able to complete basic infrastructure work on the hall wing, the hall wing. Now our challenge is to raise an additional $750,000 or so to complete all the renovations in that hall. People in the Mount Carmel area are very anxious for the hall wing to be completed. In the heyday of its operation by the Legion Post, the hall was a venue of choice for organizational events and family celebrations. Our goal is to return the hall to its former and exalted status. When the hall renovations are completed, we'll be able to begin public programming there and make the hall available as a rental space for events such as weddings, bridal showers, class reunions, funeral breakfasts, the kind of events that occurred there in past decades. We've already received many inquiries on when the hall will be available for rental for such events, because there are a limitation on such spaces in the Mount Carmel area now. Once the hall is open, we can work on raising additional funds to complete the former Phillips Mansion part of the building. We believe fundraising of the mansion could go more quickly once the hall is fully functional for public purposes. We have faith in our community and in friends and natives in Mount Carmel, both here and elsewhere, that the center will come to fruition sooner rather than later. It's through their support that we've received in the past 3 years or so that we are where we are now. So our rate of progress in making everything happen is limited by our funding challenges. But as I said, we have a long way to go, but we have come a long way. We're proud of what has been accomplished so far. While we continue to move the project forward, we continue to function as an organization, sponsoring community events such as 3 seasonal events downtown. The latest one was the Fall Fest, which was held this past Saturday. A large crowd was attended that, as well as many vendors. And we also sponsor a 5K run and a Christmas event in the building, which is coming up in early December. The annual allocation received from Susquehanna Valley United Way has made a big difference in helping us meet the expenses that an organization like ours accrues, general and routine expenses. So we thank the United Way for all it has done to promote the community center, for accepting us as a community partner in the first place, and then supporting us as time has gone on through the regular annual allocation, and for sharing invaluable advice and helping us to network with important people that can help us advance our project. And we're grateful to the United Way for caring about our amazing 5-county region, and including the coal region where Mount Carmel is located. We're bound to succeed when we work together to improve the quality of life for all. And we're grateful to the United Way and all who have helped us in any way. Thank you, everybody. And Danielle, thank you for your help in helping us present our message.
I had myself on mute, so I didn't interrupt you. Thank you so much for sharing. Did you want to maybe go into some specifics on your photo gallery? Because I know I was bringing some of it up while you were talking, but it might help folks for you to just take them through what these photos are. Yeah. Okay.
So that photo there is how the building looks, or did look, a couple years ago. It's a beautiful building. The front is like where the people would enter to go to the American Legion.
The porch is gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the side. What was the side entrance? There's been some work done since on the hall, the hall auditorium wing, which I mentioned before. So that's before construction began. It's a huge space. Yeah, and can handle a large amount of people for an event. And I know I attended many weddings there, in which there are a lot of people there. And it also has a stage, which is going to be renovated. So hopefully it'll be the site of many productions like, theatrical, and any kind of performing arts, we hope to enhance in the Mount Carmel area through the use of that space.
Well, you are definitely pulling on my heartstrings because I have a theater background. So, is this the construction here?
That's the construction in progress. So far through the large grant we received, we've been doing like basic renovations, like putting things in, to put the restrooms in, and we just received install new windows, so you can see that in the picture. So that's like the rear of the large space we just viewed before.
Wow. It is really such an undertaking, isn't it? And it's, I think it was really smart, as you said, to do it in phases. But yeah, this is a monumental undertaking. And can you tell me a little bit about this photo?
So this is a rendering of what the board's vision of what the community center will look like. And this was drawn by Al Rydell, who's a member of the board. He's an architectural designer. So he prepared that and many other beautiful drawings of how different parts of the building will look when completed, or what our vision of what it would look like. So we want to be, like we said, I mentioned the building is an architectural gem, and we want to be true to its history as architectural history, and also be a beautiful space for Mount Carmel area residents to use, in the decades forward.
Well, it really is a beautiful building, and I love that you're doing what you can to restore it and preserve, the original historic value of it. But it's also, I think, like you said, it takes a vision. It takes a vision in order for these things to come to pass. So anyone who's listening and is inspired, please designate your gift to the Mount Carmel Area Community Center and really support them and get them more into the next phase. So are you nearing completion of phase 1, or are we still in the throes of it?
Well, we're completing first part A of phase 1. Phase 1 is the wing, the hall wing. So so we're nearing completion of that. It's practically all completed. And then once we have enough money to do the finishing touches of the building, so to make the hall look beautiful and functional for the public. So like I said, we will need $750,000 or so. So
I'm believing that we can help you get there.
I believe we can do it, but it's a slow slog,
Yes.
So we're looking for donations of any amount that will help us, and making that we can advance that.
Well, that's why we're here. Please, folks, please donate. Help them achieve that vision of bringing community together, multi-generational, so powerful. I feel like we've really lost touch with that. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart, having a multi-generational family and just bringing everyone together to learn and grow, young with the old. It's just like there's so much science out there about the benefits of that and what that does for the loneliness in our senior population, but also building those ties in young people to the history and where they've come from. So thank you so much, Jake, for joining us. And again, I'm just going to share, this is, Jake is joining us from the Mount Carmel Area Community Center. He's one of our funded partners, and we're just believing in your vision and partnering with you to see it happen.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Good luck.
Thanks. Well, that was beautiful. I love old buildings. I love renovating them, but it's also a lot of work. So I did want to actually share that I was able to bring up that campaign fundraising thermometer for us. We have actually gotten quite a few donations. I did want to take this time to remind folks that if you donate to the annual campaign. At any point, you're entered for a chance to win our Give and Win sweepstakes. So our Give and Win sweepstakes is you have a chance to win a 2-minute shopping spree, fulfilling the dreams of my childhood to be on Supermarket Sweep. You get up to $3,000 worth value of groceries and also Pepsi products, because Pepsi is our sponsor. Pepsi and Wise make that happen for us every year to give to one of our donors. We also have Knoebels tickets. Who doesn't like Knoebels tickets? They never go bad. You can use them for food. It's one of the last free parks. You know, their Phoenix roller coaster is one of the top in the world. That wooden roller coaster is amazing. So Knoebels tickets are also available for anyone who donates today, and we'll be announcing those prize winners at our finale, which you are invited to. If you've donated or if you're a donor, please join us at Brewski's in Bloomsburg. I need to look up the address. I'm trying to pull from my memory. I know it's 22 East Main Street. Oh, I did it. Oh my God. I don't know how that happened. It's the power of the live stream. But Brewski's, we're going to be there on Friday as our finale. We're going to announce our totals. We're going to announce our prize winners. So again, donate, and so you get for giving. So thank you so much to everyone who's already given. We're at 3,815. Our goal is to hit that 8,000 today. So we really want to push hard to make sure we get those matching gifts from our sponsors. So please, 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 just spread the word, share the live stream, tell folks to tune in. Our next live stream is coming up at 12:30. That's when we're going to be talking about our ALICE population. That's our financial security segment. So lots to come there. So grab your lunch and join us at 12:30. But without further ado, I'm so excited to bring in our United in Recovery team. We're going to introduce them just shortly. I'm going to play a bit of a video that helps us understand the work that they do and all that they have, all that they give and do to our community. So just one moment.
Addiction is a disease that does not discriminate. United in Recovery is working hard to build pathways toward prevention, treatment, and recovery for any person in our community. Even though drug overdose deaths in the U.S. remain at record highs, a recent study published by the CDC and the National Institute on Drug Abuse found 3 out of 4 people who experience addiction eventually recover. These hopeful findings are significant because they inspire people to keep attempting recovery even after a period of resumed use. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with substance use disorder, you are not alone. We can help. At United in Recovery, our mission is to bring diverse organizations and individuals together to educate, change policies, reduce harm, expand access, and improve treatment for substance use disorders. Visit unitedinrecovery.org to learn more and get connected to local resources and support. Recovery is for everyone. Every person, every family, every community.
Yay! It's the recovery team. How is everyone doing this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. Doing good.
Good. Well, why don't you go around and introduce yourselves and tell us what you do with the United in Recovery program?
I'm Pam Comfort McGinnis. I'm a certified recovery specialist, also a recovery engagement project coordinator.
And I'm Danielle Wondolowski, and I am the United in Recovery advocate.
I'm Andrea Blasky. I am also a certified recovery specialist and recovery engagement project coordinator.
Hi, Olivia. Hi, everyone. Well, welcome. I'm just actually waiting for your slideshow to load. It's in our waiting room. So why don't we go ahead and kick things off? I did want to share that United in Recovery's mission is to bring diverse organizations and individuals together to educate, change policy, expand access, reduce harm, and improve treatment for substance use disorders. Can you please share what that mission means to you and why you are working with United in Recovery? Like, what does it mean to you to be a part of this program?
I'll start, I guess. So for me, I mean, obviously I'm a certified recovery specialist, so that means that I am in recovery myself. So I've been where a lot of our clients are currently or have been, and it's a struggle to have substance use disorder and navigate the recovery with all the stigma out there, especially. So it obviously means a lot that I can, help these people because I get it. I've been there.
It really
I'm
takes
just-
a village. Oh, sorry, Danielle.
Go. You go ahead, girl.
It really takes a village to do this work. I'm grateful to be a part of this team. I also am in recovery, and like Andrea said, it's very hard to navigate, and the stigma is a barrier, and we're here to break those barriers down.
And just to piggyback off of the two wonderful ladies, my team, I'm just so compassionate about trying to help individuals and guiding them to the resources such as Pam and Andrea. They're wonderful and just a great support, and I'm happy to be a part of that team to help support the individuals.
Well, thank you all for joining us today. I'm so excited. As I said earlier, tech always likes to not work in our favor. I'm still waiting for these files to load up. So why don't we just go ahead and talk about the 3 pillars that we're going to share about today that really make up the work that you do as the United in Recovery program. I think we can probably start with Danielle, and you could share about the prevention piece.
So the prevention piece, as far as with the Narcan distributions, we go out in the community and we set up tables and have Narcan available. Along with that, is there a bunch of resources, test strips, resources that we can connect people to within the community. There are needle exchange, harm reduction information kits, and you name it, we have it. So part of that is Narcan here, and this is what the nasal spray looks like. And obviously the number one thing is to call 911. Call 911 right away if you suspect somebody is in an overdose. And then you will, make sure that they're okay and stable. And if you're going to try to wake them up by yelling loudly. And then if they do not wake up, you can administer the 1 dose of Narcan, and you're going to take it and you're going to place it like this. You're going to press the plunger all the way up their 1 nostril. You're going to wait at least 2 to 3 minutes. If they do not wake up, you will administer the 2nd dose in the 2nd nostril. And hopefully by that time, EMS, emergency responders, are there to help you. Please stay with the individual, and try to make sure that they're being safe and that your surroundings are safe as well too. So there's always going to be, there's at least 2 doses in the Narcan, and sometimes there's they will need more than 1 or 2 doses. But again, like I said, hopefully by that time, 911, responders are there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Danielle. I was actually able to get the slideshow back up for us. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that into our chat. So let me go ahead and share that for us. Doop. I had to reduce the file size, believe it or not. Which took a minute. I'm sure people can hear my clicky click in the background, so I'm so sorry about that. But I was like, a few clicks to get something happening is what we're gonna have. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up, and then whoever wants to share about this slide, go right ahead. So we did share that the mission. But we haven't talked about the areas that the area that we cover.
We do cover a 5-county. We cover Columbia, Montour, Snyder, Union, and Northumberland counties, providing harm reduction supplies and peer support to all of the community.
And today, I think that we're going to be talking about these 3 pillars. So we heard a little bit about the Narcan, which again is like part of our intervention piece, but we also have prevention work, which I think takes the form, as I recall, in our hidden in plain sight and our harm reduction education and training, and also our youth prevention. So why don't you guys share a little bit about those programs and how, because I know too, Andrea, you've definitely done some of that that youth prevention training. Over in Danville, I believe you've been to Shikellamy. You've been all over the place. So do you want to share a little bit about what you do when you go into the schools and do the youth prevention piece?
Sure. So I actually went in a year ago this week because it's Red Ribbon Week.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So it focuses on prevention. It really focuses on the youth and educating them. We want to prevent substance use disorder before it happens. So last year, I went into local schools and just really shared about my personal story and how I started abusing substances when I was just in high school, just a baby, and kind of took them through my life and, the downward spiral, and just the dangers of drug use. And I also then would go over, because one of the biggest parts of that is peer pressure. I know that's why I started using. I wasn't able to say no. I gave into peer pressure. I didn't know how to say no. So really teaching the students ways to say no to peer pressure. We did a lot of role playing, so they could get comfortable with saying no to their friends. So yeah, just really teaching them. I don't want to say scaring them, even though it is really scary, the reality of, what substance use disorder can lead to. But just really just laying it all out there for them.
That's wonderful. And then Danielle, I think we were talking about the hiding in plain sight exhibit. So would you mind sharing a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's supposed to resemble a kid's bedroom. So there's different objects or things that you can buy online. And that can be a discreet place to hide any substances that you may have. And again, it's not to scare the families or the kids and, to be like, oh God, my mom and dad are going to be right in my bedroom now, or I'm going to go in there and I'm going to find Johnny's stuff. That's not the purpose of it. It's just to be, make people aware what real life, it's, you know, it happens. And just to have that talk with your kids, you know, and it is a difficult conversation to have, but it's just something, you know, to provide information and resources to the families to bring that awareness to them, you know. And I have two young kids myself, and I'm thinking, oh God, you know, when is the day going to come where I'm going to have that that difficult conversation, you know, but it's good to be prepared.
And do you think that the hiding in plain sight begins that conversation so that you can feel prepared? I just remember feeling so shocked about what I was seeing. I mean, it was in a light bulb, like you know, and that's the cool thing about this demo, this educational tool, is that you can actually interact with some of the pieces. And it's shocking where you can, I don't know, I think Pam, what did you call them? A stash box? I'm like so out of the loop about like what to call these things. But I just remember being like, it's in a Pringles chip, and it was like in a water bottle, like a hollowed out water bottle. It was mind blowing. But as you said, it's like begins that conversation so that you can be prepared and discuss, and also indicates when your child may be having risky behavior and might be going in a direction that could, as what you were sharing, Andrea, just like a direction that could lead to a path that's hard to come back from. So that is, again, part of our prevention work. And then I think too, the harm reduction education, is there anything that we can share on that?
We do take harm reduction into different agencies that's stigma reduction that we take into other agencies, but harm reduction, we do that out on our distributions, and it's always available to anyone in the community. You don't have to wait for a distribution to get that. You can contact us at any time.
So what is harm reduction exactly for someone who doesn't know?
We have some different supplies, things like the Narcan, the testing strips. We have sharps containers, condoms, things like that.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. And I love that people can just have access to it, so they can reach out to the United in Recovery team. And if they need anything, they can reach out to you, not only for these types of supplies, but we can bring the hiding in plain sight demonstration to your school, to your fair, to your resource event. We can also do the youth prevention training in your school. So this is resources that our United in Recovery team are doing on a daily basis that we want everyone to know about and take advantage of. One of the other programs that I think is having a huge impact is the PORT program. And I believe that, Pam, you have some stuff to share about that, right?
PORT is our post-overdose response team. It's in the Berwick area right now. We are looking to expand that into other areas. It consists of law enforcement, CRSs, and community members. And what happens is when somebody overdoses and 911 is called, we go out and visit these people in the community, in their homes, or wherever they need to be met at. And we offer them the harm reduction supplies, access to treatment, any resources, and family support that is needed.
Excellent. I think that that was some of those, like when I heard that was a program that we were doing. And who do we work with on that? Like, do we work, I think you said, with local law enforcement?
We work with Chief Strish out of the Berwick Police Department.
That's amazing. And so it's like a collaborative partnership with others in the community that really, like you said, like it's not about having any shame tied to it. It's really just about providing resources and giving people the support that they need at maybe a critical moment in their life where they might be ready to turn a corner.
Let them know that there's hope and that people care.
That's wonderful. So we have some interesting intervention stats. Speaking of our intervention work with our PART program and our Narcan, why don't you share how much we've been able to distribute so far this year? I think it's record breaking this year, right?
It is. It's several hundred over last year already, and we still have a few months left in the year. Our Narcan, we've given out 2,259 boxes, and that's 2 doses per box. So that's double that out there. And in our test strips, we've given out 2,071 fentanyl test strips, and our xylazine is 1,976 strips we've given out so far.
You guys have been busy because those stats that I got were just from last week. So more have gone out since then. So I'm like, I just love that it just keeps growing and growing. That's incredible. And then I think one of the final pillars that we wanted to talk about today, along with our prevention and intervention work, is the power of community. And I'm going to bring you all back in to talk about this because it does take a community. We live in community. We talked about that earlier today with Sarah around the area of mental health. Thanks, Olivia. Olivia's given you guys a great shout out. Amazing work. And why don't you guys share about the importance of what community means in terms of recovery and someone who is experiencing substance use disorder? What would you want them to know about community if they're listening to this right now?
Well, I will just kick it off by saying that the opposite of addiction is connection. So connecting with your community, accessing all of the resources. Like, you don't have to go through this alone. You're not supposed to go through it alone. There's help out there. There's support out there. Reach out. That's why we're here. We're working very hard to reduce the stigma surrounding substance use disorder because we know how damaging that can be. So community is just very important, and we're here. We're here.
That's lovely. Pam, did you want to share anything about that?
Just the resources and support, they're out there, and we're here to guide you through the big system.
Mm-hmm. Just the education, just bringing the community and getting everybody educated and then on the same page, and it's, we're all humans. We are all individuals and we all matter, and why not help somebody?
Yeah. I think that we were sharing about having Narcan, and if you have the ability to share it, why not bring it along and help intervene with someone who may need that extra support for whatever reason. And, we're not here to judge. We're here to offer opportunities and ways for us to partner with you in order to get you to the resources that you need. So I think that's an important message for people to hear. I am going to invite Andrea. I'm finding a workaround in order to get your slideshow up. Somehow in saving the file, it seemed to get bigger, which was strange. But I'm going to go ahead and share it from our SharePoint. And so I think we should be able to do it that way because, we have workarounds for everything in the nonprofit world. There it is. Bam, right there. So I'd love for you to share about the community impact work that you guys do, because as we said, community, recovery happens in community. So we'd love to just share and highlight the work that you guys are doing there.
Yeah. So this is just, I'm going to just reiterate everything that we pretty much already talked about. And just share some pictures of us actually out in the community doing the work that we have been talking about today.
There we go. Okay.
So we're going to kick it off. Yeah. With the Narcan distributions, we partner with many amazing organizations, agencies, businesses to set up resource tables to hand out the Narcan, to educate them on how to use it. We have lots of other resources like food pantry lists, diaper pantry lists, mental health resources. Like Danielle said, you name it, we have it pretty much. We give a lot of resources. So yes, we have, and correct me if I'm wrong, Pam, at least 2 Narcan distributions a month, and 3. Thank you, Pam. So 3 Narcan distributions a month throughout the 5 counties. There's lovely Pam outside of Body Mods in Sunbury. Then we also support all the other amazing organizations doing this work by going to their events and setting up a table. Like that one there, that we were at the Selinsgrove Health Fair at the Selinsgrove School. And that was actually a fun event because we made drug and alcohol Jeopardy for the students. And then it was a really big hit. Just a fun way to educate them. Yep, there it is. That, like I said, yeah, that was a big draw for that event. The Jeopardy there.
Look at all those teens.
They were lining up.
They were. Yeah, here we are at the Montour County Spring Senior Expo. So that was obviously tailored more to the needs of our senior population. So we took and distributed medication lock boxes, a safe place for them to store their medication so it doesn't get into the wrong hands. And that's part of our prevention efforts there as well too. In the picture there, we're at the Fall Senior Expo. So they had 2 that year because it was such a big hit and a great asset for the senior communities. Mount Carmel Spring Fling. And then we also were at their Fall Fest. This is the Applegate Splash the Day Away. They were raising funds for local kids to get free pool passes for the summer. So that was a great cause.
There's that Jeopardy game again.
Yep, we took that to the Fall Fest as well.
Aw.
And this is the port program that Pam was talking about. That's us out on the job with there's the Chief Strish there.
Aw. I think you had shared, Danielle, that it's hard work, but you guys come together and try to keep it positive and encouraging for everyone.
And here is our big main event of every year is our annual summer recovery picnic, which we put a lot of time and effort into planning. That was the 2023. So what it consists of is lots of organizations. I think this past year we had a little under 30 organizations come. And it's just a great day. Yeah, a great day just to really celebrate recovery and also highlight and celebrate all of the amazing organizations that do the work day in and day out for our community members with substance use disorder. We have live music, we have free food. It's a great day. And then something we actually haven't talked about yet, along with our Narcan distributions, we have our outdoor nalox boxes. So essentially these are boxes that hold Narcan, free Narcan for people to access at their own discretion, gives them anonymity if they don't feel comfortable coming to one of our Narcan distributions. It's just a really great resource for people to access Narcan 24/7. And our first Narcan box went up. There's Missy Lorene, putting up our very first nalox box at Bloomsburg Town Park. Now, since the inception of that first one, we now currently have 10 outdoor nalox boxes throughout the 5 counties. And here's just some pictures of some of them. And the final piece, this is what I'm focusing on currently. We partner with Oasis. So we provide Oasis Recovery Community Club peer support. They're open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 1 to 5. So there's a CRS there, a certified recovery specialist there from 1 to 5. If somebody needs treatment, peer support, they just need a safe place to go. It's a safe, sober place. They hold meetings there. NA and AA meetings every single day. We hold lots of events there. We have a small food pantry. We have a lot of free food giveaways. We have a diaper pantry the last Friday of every month. We also hold some Narcan distributions there.
There's that hiding in plain sight demo. Yes. That's that Pringle chip I was telling everyone about. That's that container. You would never know. You'd never know. Oy.
And I do just want to mention real quick, throw this out there, that Oasis is holding a veterans resource fair coming up. It's November 8th from 1 to 5. So if anybody knows any veterans in need, please pass that along.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. And thank you for bringing awareness to all of the different ways that you are working in the community and working to build community. I think it's a wonderful thing when we can all come together and, as we said, bring awareness, but also bring the support. And speaking of support, I'm going to bring back the team. I did want to share that you guys have a whole slew of presentations, trainings, as we said, resources. We're here to support. I'm going to put in the chat the link. So if you guys are needing any support, anyone watching out there needs support or more resources, ways to navigate some of these things. Stigma reduction training is also another big piece of what we do. We just encourage you to reach out. You can call that number or you can visit the link in the chat. Adrienne, yes, I agree. It is incredible work that everybody does. So I'm just really proud of all of you. And I love being on the team with you. So let me in here. So as I said, I wanted to share, you guys also have a really awesome Facebook page that is building community as well. And lots of really great resources and events and community building pieces are shared there. You also get to hear about recovery stories. Those are probably one of my favorite features that you guys do there. Is just featuring stories of recovery. I heard a hopeful statistic, and we heard that in the opening video, which is that 3 in 4 people who experience substance use disorder recover. And I think that's a very hopeful statistic when someone's in the throes of experiencing this disease. It has a lot of stigma. There's a lot that's tied to, like, you should just be able to make the choice. But that's part of what this team is doing, is educating people that it does change your brain. It does impact your life and your family. But there is a way through. And that's what, I think, just bringing it back to that, what Sarah shared about the 988 campaign, is that there is hope. There's always hope. And I'm using one of our CEO's favorite words, but I believe that there is hope, and I'm excited to continue sharing all more at our finance segment. So thank you all for coming and joining us today and sharing more updates about what you guys are doing, and keep up the good work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
Bye, team.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Woo. So, everyone, we just want to remind you once again that this is our day of giving. Please take the opportunity. We're going to share our fundraising thermometer one more time with all of you, just to leave us on a positive note. We're at that $3,841 mark. Again, as you give today, you're entered for chances to win our Give and Win sweepstakes. You also get a chance to win some Knoebel tickets, and there'll be more prizes coming soon. So be sure to tune at the 12:30 segment to learn more about what prizes we're giving away there. And we just want to say thank you so much for everyone who's given so far. Thank you to Linda, to Taryn and Derek, all of you. Every dollar counts. And again, we're really trying to make that matching gift today. So help us hit that $8,000 goal. We have an ultimate goal of $12,500, and I'm believing that we absolutely can get there today. So thank you again, and we will see you at 12:30. So please be sure to grab your lunch and get ready for an update on Alice. Thank you all, and we'll see you soon.